yeah. I like the chimes in the background. Woo! Guys, come on, this is freaking awesome.
Proper music, yeah? Oh, 4 backing vocalists.
Oh, it's just so great. I love how the flute works in tandem with the guitar. It's just such a nice detail.
I haven't heard that combo very often. Is it
Oh
raining?
my god. It's the screen! It's the screen! Come on! That is so cool!
Come on!
Wow! Also, you have to give it up to the projections, dude. They ate. Look at that! It's magical, brother.
It's like yin and yang or something.
Awesome! Oh my god!
Wowza.
Oh wow, that is awesome! And you know what? I have the feeling that this is a very continuing, like a continuum of music. So
it's like an experience,
one song,
like
it
right,
just
right.
streams into the other, and it's just a stream of freaking awesomeness all coming through you.
So the lyrics go, through countless lives, beauty blossoms and fades, yet your heart's timeless longing remains. Atop azure, peaks beyond mountains untold, twilight glow silent, stars keep you from sleep. In this fleeting world, a moment of clarity. As the song ends, joy and sorrow entwine between dusk and realms beyond mortal sight. Lone plum blossoms brave the lingering chill. Amidst worldly dust, your tranquility shines, a quiet light illuminating all. Swift as the wind, you leave no trace behind. Your echo in valleys, who still hears? One pure thought blooms flowers across the earth. At each dead end, the path finds a new turn. With unwavering faith, traverse the cosmos. As if from a dream, the way home appears. The world's ends in nature's silent embrace. Evening breezes whispers through willow leaves. Worn sandals, misty rains, a lifetime's trek. Dude, this guy is actually a lyrical madman.
He's a poet.
Whoa.
Frame him as one of the coolest, okay? Because that's gorgeous. Because exploring themes of being lost, but eternal timing as well. It's something that is very difficult to encapsulate, especially with such an abstract concept, right? It can really derail and get lost in a way to conceptualize itself. He had a very clear vision, at least in the final product. What actually came together lyrically speaking was an accompaniment to what musically is happening in the song.
Right.
Because I feel like the storytelling of it all is brought by the instrumentalization.
Yeah.
I think the lyricism is like a complementary aspect, which in comparison to other songs or like the previous song that we just watched, the lyrics was the driving force of the feeling. In this track, it was very obvious it's the other way around. The music is kind of leading the trek home in this it's really nice though.
There was a ton of like Buddhist philosophy references, right? I think that's what fishes were and all that type of stuff. He actually wrote this song based on what he said on interviews and stuff, that this was actually their transitional period, his shifting period from cultural preservation rather than popular music. So he wanted to integrate traditional Chinese poetry, and he wanted to sort of do something a bit different for the first time, still with the Xu Wei sort of vibe. So he incorporates, Buddhist philosophy of Master Hong Yi as a tribute to the Reverend Monk. Originally named Li Shutong, he was a renowned musician and art educator in China before his ordination. His song Farewell is considered a classic modern Chinese music history piece. So he sort of fell in love with this aspect of his philosophy, and then he uses the value of orchids as a metaphor and symbolism to convey the author's profound understanding of life following Buddhist philosophy and nature. In the song, orchid is no longer a plant but a symbol representing the self and the nature of enlightenment. Phrases like "one pure thought blooms flowers across the earth," that sort of expresses the author's pursuit for inner purity and self-awakening.
Wow.
He's interesting because he actually, his origin, from what we understand, Xu Wei's origin was he started listening to English songs, hence why you see sort of rock and alternative rock, pop rock influence in the 90s and in the 80s. Then in the 90s, he started really focusing on American heavy metal. And then in the 1990s, sort of mid, he was introduced to British rock in Beijing through his friends, who were deeply captivated by obviously what was going on in the 90s here in the UK. And then that's where his big musical influences like the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, Sting, Oasis, Blur and Coldplay, which then, are post-90s, a bit more 2000s. These are the things that really changed his perspectives on music.
And you can hear a lot of those influences into his modern music too.
And now you go to sort of, this is 2012, right? So he's been making music for about 30 years at this point, and he wants to sort of, I've taken influences from different parts of the world, different bands. I've created my own sound. Everyone knows what I sound like. These are the things that have inspired me now about my own sort of soil. Yeah. So it makes sense that at this point of his career, he wanted to do that. He did say that he recovered himself, during those those really tough times, like his depressive period when he's writing Hometown, and he's very, very low.
Like 2001, around that era.
John Lennon was what sort of sparked his
inspiration on more.
Yeah, like it really helped him in those dark times. And Blur's Park Life.
Oh, actually, that's a brilliant album.
Yeah, so
that's a great album.
English music has obviously had a huge impact in his life.
The British in exposition of music, yeah.
So, what an interesting sort of individual. He would be someone obviously very worth talking to.
Well, obviously from a listening experience as a foreigner, you can hear the classical, like the folkloric influences in this particular track, and I think the inclusion of instruments like the flute and the long extended sounds in the synth, it kind of like we're very emphatic into the folk influence.
Yeah, those Chinese fluctuation trills. Yeah,
and also the utilization of those chime-like sounds in the background. It is very Buddhist forward, and I couldn't really pick the right word to describe it. And obviously the
Buddhist
explanation
philosophy,
is really it's fantastic. But obviously, as a foreigner listening to his music, and I think something that has really resonated with me is the format in which he has conceptualized his music.
Awesome.
And the emphasis of live music, just breathing and being very free-flowing on a live music set. I think it's lost in modern music today. And
it's that awesome cultural exchange.
Correct.
Of intertwining different belief systems, ways of making music, chords, arrangements, and creating something completely original. It's awesome.
It's phenomenal.
Let us know what you guys thought about it. Thank you so much to everyone in Bilibili for supporting us and showing us all the love.
Keep supporting and liking and following, and we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Adios.